Hello, Princess, and welcome, Patriots, on your court. We are here at the La Romana cruise terminal for another new adventure, another new cruise line. Not necessarily a new style of ship, but, well, you know what? It is totally new because this is going to be the absolute legit experience aboard Costa Pacifica. This was a steal. Yeah, like $800, 7 days with drinks, no supplement. Had to do it. Had to fly to the DR, but that actually turned out to not be a big thing. Okay, no checking bags. This is all I have. Let's go. To catch everyone up to speed who might not have seen one of the travel vlog, Costa gave me a boarding time and embarkation time super late, like really late. And I guess that's normal, but everyone else is here, or there are guests here, and this is the normal time. It is about, I think it's just before 1 o'clock, which, you know, normally I would arrive earlier, but I figure let's, I don't know, see what happens. I'm not really sure what we're supposed to do because there's tables over here that people are stopping for. Is that just for luggage? All right, I guess I should like try and figure this out. Maybe that's for shore excursions. Maybe let's read the sign. It's for passport and visa control. I guess if you have these passports, they need to check your docs. I am not on the list, so we move on. I'm glad it's not raining. So far, a normal operation. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, so the driver dropped me off right over there. If you're dropping luggage, like you normally would, it's right there. Then I guess we proceed here. This is where they're doing other paperwork, passport control. I'm just gonna continue on. I don't need any visas. Actually, this cruise doesn't, well, it does technically go to the Turks and Caicos. That's it. It's just here in the DR and Turks and Caicos. And the reason they have to do that is because all those nationalities are allowed here in the Dominican Republic. And like Celestial Journey, there's going to be a lot of people on board that you don't normally experience. That is one of the reasons we are doing this. Okay, let me get my thing out. No, in the cruise app. People. Yeah, they weren't checking. I imagine this is for disembarking passengers. The switchbacks and everything are set up over there. There's agents, but I'm not really sure if they have started yet because there's a giant throng of people waiting over here against the velvet ropes. And, well, the I was about to say the thingy, the banner says Embarkation. Maybe it's around the corner? All right, maybe it's not so efficient. Apparently, Costa is discriminating against guests who don't check bags. You are supposed to get a little card, a little boarding card. I saw one over there. A couple had one. I asked them where they got it, and they said, over here where you drop bags. Okay, let's head back this way and see what that whole dealio is. Yeah, I guess here? Okay. All right, your warning for a La Romana embarkation. Yes, you do have to stop in the luggage tent of all places to get the immigration form and your little card. The couple I asked had 8, now I'm at 11. I don't know how high they go, so whatever. And all right, I guess you do have to fill this out. And this is where I just have to say, you know, every country has their procedures and everything like that, but seriously, a paper form, it's not that important. Oh, this poor lady. Now she's trying to herd the cats. Just pro tip, Costa, it's best to avoid the problem in the first place. Maybe somebody should look into doing that. It is kind of strange that, like, Princess has such a effortless embarkation process. You really just flash your passport and tap your medallion and that's it. That's pretty much it. But Carnival is just a total cluster. It's okay, somebody, it's like they tried to organize it, but they don't have a lot to work with, and it's not working, right? Holland was fine, nothing remarkable about that. And I guess Canard, it works because maybe they just don't have a lot of guests right? Embarking at any particular port. I just find that very interesting. And just for some people, not complaining, I'm just observing. So if you do embark here in La Romana, be prepared for all of this. It's not like boarding Royal Caribbean where they just try to look at you and you board the ship, or MSC where you just tap your passport and go. It's different. Of course, I started a timer. What do you think? This is the La Romana cruise terminal. This is also a stop. Like, cruise ships just sort of stop here on regular itineraries, and they have all the normal stuff. Well, actually, they have all the little shops and everything like that. I have not seen a Diamonds International. Can you believe that? It's incredible. Let's take a few minutes and take a peek. I probably won't. This will be my only chance to do this because once I board the ship now, I'm not getting off tomorrow. Well, no, I'm not coming over. I'm sorry. I will explain the shore excursion situation tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. It's really weird. And I chose. Well, it's like an island. It's like Suryani Bas, I think. So I'm just gonna do that. But here we go. Pause by the sea. Remember me. Remember me. Even though we're far apart, remember me. I know that's not right. Oh, okay. It's dogs. Makes sense. Let's see. Wait. Oh, duty free. Those are around. All right, what do we got here? Christmas by the sea. If you want to start shopping early. And Dominican things. Okay, sounds awfully reductive. Let's see what they consider Dominican things. This is flavored rum, I imagine. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it's got to be. Yeah, 15 ABV. And is this some kind of Dominican liqueur? I don't know. Let everyone know. Oh, subscribe first, then let everyone know. Okay. Sabor Dominicano. Okay, that's the brand. Coffee. I can confidently say I don't have any cruise port merchandise. Well, if it counts. I have the shirt from Ocean Key, but does that really count? Because that's kind of a cruise line thing. But I don't think I've ever got any little trinket that is from the port. They got everything you need here. Bottles, mugs, gazillions of t-shirts and hats and whatnot. Yeah, I saw these earlier. No. And there's no caftans. Oh well. Okay, well, onward. Chin Chin? Bean to bar. Bean to bar. Coffee bar. Or just, no, chocolate bar. Hey, wait. Is that supposed to be a pun? I don't know. Now I'm confused. All right, chocolate. It looks like the same brand as the Dominican things stuff. It's probably the company that owns this whole facility. Huh. Oh, wow. Check this out. Okay. There's sand there. I did not expect to see something like this. Gazillions of loungers on sand. I guess it's easy to walk on. And there's even the striped lighthouse. Okay, now I'm wondering, is this an actual thing? Is there a reason it's like this? Because I probably just made the joke on, I forget what ship it was, about Cat in the Hat. But this is here, and I should know this. I mean, it might just be painted as a marker. But, the lighthouse is meant to be seen from, a very, very far distance. Maybe that's what it means. If you can see the stripes, you're too close. I can definitely understand that. But, all right, bunch of chairs. And, oh, look, there she is. Costa Pacifica. All right, we get a great view of the ship behind some palm trees. Look at her looming. We see you. We know you're trying to hide. Okay, not very good. Okay, Costa Pacifica. Yes, I do know. This is the sister ship to Costa Romantica, which is going to become Margaritaville Beachcomber. I guess we'll be able to do some before and after shots. Yeah, that'll be fun. There's even a zero entry pool. Looks like the Oasis Lagoon. And, of course, a swim-up bar. You can't have a Caribbean pool without a swim-up bar. No, I haven't even started yet. I promise, I swear. All right, points for a pretty nifty experience. Look at this. There's more loungers and sand and a glass wall. I wonder if do the waves get that bad? Okay, I know. It's a glass so you can see. I get it. But I like this. I actually kind of like this. There's even a little wading pool here. Swim-up bar. Doesn't look too popular. Wow, I thought it would be more. I mean, it's a beautiful day. It turned out to be a beautiful day. Check this out. It rained on the way here, and I thought, oh boy. But, hey, Mother Nature has come through. Swim up bar. Actually, it's not even open. There's no one here, but I imagine on a day like today, it's a beautiful day. Like, why is nobody here? This is as close as I can get without stepping in the sand, and you know we're not going to do that. Costa Pacifica. Yeah, well, she's really showing off her Italian flair. And check that out. They painted over the welded ship name. Huh. I wonder why they would... I mean, yeah, the new one is bigger. I'm sure they could have worked that in somehow. That just looks... Honestly, it looks kind of tacky, guys. If you're gonna apply a new livery, you gotta go all in. And check this out. This is the La Romana cruise terminal. This channel is super narrow. Look, it is room enough for just the one ship. Clearly, she torqued in. And I guess on departure, we're just gonna push away from the dock and zippity-doo-dah straight out of here because there's no place else to go. I guess one plus of this is staterooms should be ready when we get on board. It's probably after 1:30 by now, and the ship arrives at 8. Disembarking passengers, I think, are expected to be off at a normal time, like 8:30, maybe 9. So hopefully that gave them time to turn all the staterooms. Wow, gazillions and gazillions and gazillions of birds. Look at all this. Okay, the flamingo. Yeah, honestly, wouldn't mind it, wouldn't buy it, but if I was gifted a flamingo, I would absolutely proudly display it back at the palace. Okay, hey, what are you looking at? Looks like the next horde of guests was let in. Let's go and listen and see what number they're on. I will check the timer as soon as I know they were, I don't know, maybe at 5 minutes per. At 5 minutes per, that means I'm going to be here an hour. Wow, that's yikes. And it's more that I'm just not used to it, right? Because like back home, you show up and it's just like, bada bing, bada boom, you're on board. Oh my God, they're just moving the line into the tent. Quick telemetry update. It has been 21 minutes since I started the timer, and it looks like they're letting in Group 6, but not all of Group 6 right now, which means maybe in another 20 minutes, I will be called. My number will be up. My number will be called. That is, okay, if they are moving the line that fast, not the worst thing in the world. I just think, I don't know, we'll see. You know what? I'm open to forgiveness. I really am. While we're here, let's check out the drugstore and market. Why not? Actually, this might end up being just a pre-series video on the La Romana cruise terminal. And okay, more booze and more chocolate. Yeah, this has to be all from like the same cartel that owns the port, right? More T-shirts and okay, regular snacks. And okay, magnets, or no, stickers actually. Okay, hats, cool. And ooh, okay, let's see, anything interesting? I was disappointed in the flavors they had over in the Middle East. The only thing interesting was the oregano. Okay, this is interesting. This is new, queso blanco. Unless, well, I mean, and it's white cheese, but like, I don't know what that would be back home. And coffee, more Mama Juana people, and I'm not sure what this is. Bruegel, extra virgin. I don't know. Okay, get your mugs. And what are these? Oh, vanilla. Oh, okay. Oh, really? So they two different vanillas. That doesn't look good. Huh. The sign points to ship this way. Let's go just take a little peeky poo. Although now that I think about it, they were saying just single file. What if I just got in line and waited? You know what? We'll do that after we go and see where the actual embarkation happens. Why not? Plenty of time. Well, plenty of time, yes, but I'm getting hungry. That breakfast was good. It was a typical, foreign, free breakfast. All right, of course, exit through the gift shop. Yeah, and all this stuff, well, all the booze you can't take on board. I hope I can go through here. Well, no one's stopping me, so. All right, I had no idea if these are, you know what? Actually, these are like the exact same, price tags as on the ship, I think. Or they look really familiar. It's one giant cartel anyway, so it probably is the same. You guys aren't gonna believe this. I only brought one pair of sunglasses. I know, seriously. And the ones I brought are because the case was the smallest, and I had packing considerations. Yep, this is the end for me. This is where you need a ship card to pass. I think, having walked around the port and seen everything, really, I'm gonna go and get in line and see how that goes. You never know, right? I'm just hoping the room is ready, because I say this every time I have a backpack with me. I just want to put it down. Really, that's all it is. Either they skip 9, or I don't know. By the way, you got to be around when they tell you to queue up, because they don't let people with lower numbers jump the line. She's like, nope, sorry, you're number 4, back of the line. I don't know. It's 20 after 2, 50 minutes later, finally made it into the shed. Or actually, no, not in the shed yet. Almost into the shed. Hey, it's just an observation. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. This is the line for immigration, then over to the check-in line. 13 minutes later, and still in the switchbacks for immigration. This is why the other channel is empty switchbacks, because that's what we love. That is our favorite thing in the world. And empty switchbacks means a well-managed process. Right, 17 minutes, almost. All right, guys, an hour and 15 minutes later, I'm finally in the check-in line. Yes, that's how long that process took. And yes, you have to pay a departure tax. However, this is not good for any period of time. You have to pay it again when you come back. I suppose you have to keep this just as proof. Yeah, this is not a serious place. If you're gonna do this, just have everyone pay the fee up front, like everyone else in the world. Here's the thing, at least the visa fee to enter Saudi Arabia comes with health insurance. So if something actually happens in country, you have coverage for that. Hey, I said I wanted to try new things. I know what I'm getting into. I'm gonna just point this out now, just to see what happens. Everyone has a printed boarding pass. I know, printed like paper. And they were asking, for boarding passes at the line. I didn't say anything. So I'm gonna see what happens when I get up there. I don't have a printed boarding pass, and they don't have a boarding pass in the app. I just want to let everyone know my expectation. I did not have any of that when I boarded Little Celestial Journey, right? So I'm just saying. All right, it's official. This whole process has taken longer than MSC Seashore, way back when they were first entering the U.S. market. I know, crazy. We're over 90 minutes now, 90, an hour and a half, and there's still all of this. Seriously, a COVID warning? What is this? Are we stuck in 2001? Yeah. This is novel. After the whole check-in process, you stop by another desk to pick up your cabin cards. I had to go back and ask what it is. 2 hours and 9 minutes to get this. 2 hours and 9 minutes, guys. Yeah, we're gonna talk about this. And we still have to walk back through the port complex to actually get on the ship. Okay, yes, I'm smiling because I wanted this, I asked for this, and I'm glad it's happening to me and not you. Okay, all right, so I know. At the risk of people, piling on and saying, oh, you're just complaining. Well, yeah, I am. I mean, honestly, why would anybody not complain about this? And I think it's because most people who go through this process don't know any better. They don't really know or not sure that there are just better processes out there. And this is, for it to be like this now especially, there's no reason other than bureaucratic indifference and just, I don't know, maybe probably a little bit of incompetence in there. And just, I want to say a lack, I'm going to say, I thought about this. I'm going to say it this way. For the cruise line to just accept this, for Costa Cruises to just accept this, that the way it is, I'm not saying that they don't care about their guests. I'm just saying it's quite apparent that every other cruise line in the world cares a lot more about their guests and the guest experience. That's because they're not putting any effort into improving that process. The immigration thing, there's no reason for this. There's none whatsoever. You have to fill out an ESTA type thing for, the Dominican Republic before you fly in. So they have all that information, everything that you do in that hour wait, they already know. And if they don't know it right then, they're going to know it when the ship leaves, when they get the manifest, because the cruise line will submit a manifest, when it's leaving port. And we know they can do that because plenty of ships call on the Dominican Republic with plenty of nationalities, because a lot of cruise lines, they board in other countries that are allowed to come here. So that's not even a thing. And yeah, what did I say? At least the visa fee for Saudi Arabia gives you health insurance, which means every other fee, and I'm going to include the U.S. government in this, it's just a scam. It really is. It's a tax. It's just another tax. But yeah, to wait 2 hours, it's 2 hours, 15 minutes already for that process. When, at this point, everybody knows, I'm sure, boarding a Royal Caribbean ship is like a sprint. If you stop running, you're doing it wrong. I'll put it to you that way. And everybody else has gotten way, way better. Even MSC, when I boarded MSC World America, have I sailed MSC since? No. Was literally, okay, that drama aside, you just put the passport down and go. That's it. So, yes, I'm saying they care more. And it's weird, because Carnival's process is just as big of a cluster as this. And what is it about these brands? And like I said, it's crazy. Like, Princess has a pretty good process, right? The whole problem with Sun Princess was the port and the morons that run the security there. But the actual Princess embarkation process, you flash your passport, tap the medallion, and you're done. That's how it should be. So, yeah, what a miserable experience. Oh my God. So I will say, I honestly, okay, put it this way. If you want to avoid this, get here way, way later. Like, get here, like, at 4 or 5 o'clock. Because then you won't have to do anything. But even then, though, you shouldn't have to do that. Right? Because you can roll up to, Terminal A or Terminal AA at MIA and board Icon of the Seas or an MSC ship, in 5 minutes. So yeah, that's not even an excuse. So at this point, I would just say, either arrive late, give up 3 hours of your cruise, 4 hours maybe, or embark somewhere else. It was bad. Oh my God, that was so bad. Again, I'm not complaining. I'm just pointing out the deficiencies in this process, and letting you know that every other cruise line cares more about their guests. Seriously. Wow. Okay. Yes. No, I'm happy. Like I said, I wanted this. This is what I wanted, and I'm getting it. I am getting it hard. I'm not used to that. Okay. You know what? 1 second. Yeah, people see you with a camera. All right, here we are at La Romana. We're finally out of the cruise terminal, actually. Okay. Yes, picture. As I was saying, all right, here we are at La Romana Cruise Terminal. There she is. There she is. Costa Pacifica. All right, we are on our way to board, and here is what I am going to do. All right, the Sugar Breeze Cruise Terminal. Okay, this must be the cartel that runs this place. They probably own all the brands that are sold in there. There she is, the funnel. Different from Costa Firenze, actually. Yeah, so here's what we're gonna do. I am, no, relax, everybody. I'm fine. I'm totally fine. I'm in a good mood. We are gonna end this here, and this probably is gonna be some title people are gonna complain about, worst embarkation ever, because it was. No, it actually was. and we're just going to start day one once we step aboard the ship. All right? Yeah, people are heading out for shore excursions still. And oh, wait a minute, hold on. Are we seriously? Guys, I spoke too soon. Guys, I spoke too. Are you fracking kidding me? Oh my. What? All right. Cruising out of the Dominican Republic on Costa. A 2 out of 10. Definitely would not recommend. All right, I guess we're not done. I guess we know why Costa keeps getting rid of ships. Right. Gives me a good chance to catch you up on this. You don't need anything printed. You don't need anything printed, but they acted like it was this huge inconvenience. And, oh my God, looking the guest up by the name or whatever. They did. And there was nothing. They just take a picture and that's it. So, yeah, I don't need a barcode, but if you can look it up, make that easier, Costa. There's no reason for you to put your problems down on the crew. Put it that way. Then you have to pick up your card, so you have to know your cabin number, and your cabin number is not in the app until I guess you're on board, and I didn't know what it is. And oh, another thing, Costa, every email has the same subject. So I don't know which email is the boarding pass, which are the boarding docs, which are the receipts for the packages. So I'm here opening emails, on Just 4G, because I can't tell which is which. And they're all PDFs, so you can't even search. Why do they do this? It's, oh my God. It doesn't have to be that. You don't have to make it this complicated. "22 minutes later, this is still my view." Okay, sure. Actually, maybe little. Okay, I think 2/3. So maybe 8 more minutes. Also, somebody go back and watch that Embarkation vlog too. I'll swear that Norwegian had a tent with multiple security lanes set up when boarding Norwegian Bliss in Los Angeles. They weren't just doing it on the ship, right? I don't know. I remember a tent. And we are greeted with a Marcus Man Overboard emergency ladder. Okay, interesting show. All right, everybody. The moment you've been waiting for. 3 hours later, we are finally stepping aboard Costa Pacifica. We made it on board. Oh my God. The problem is, if, again, little Margaritaville, little Celestial can do these processes, they had to take my picture again, and they had to look my reservation up again at the pier because I didn't have a boarding card. This actually doesn't give me a lot of confidence in everything else. Yes, it's like, to me, that indicates the corporate culture is very, whatever. And that's not very comforting. So, Costa, you might want to work on that. It's like, we don't run into anything. Yeah, I said that. Oh, am I thankful for my problems? This was, in a weird way, fun for me. Maybe things go too smoothly all the time, and I needed to shake things up a little bit. Okay, pray for me. I'm aboard a Costa ship.